Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT and welcome to the brand new Madden 18 Connected Franchise Series on the channel. I'm super excited for this one as we're going to be starting things off a little bit differently than what we have done in series past. Hopefully you guys are happy with the team selection. It is a team we have used before, but there's a pretty good reason I am going to be using them, and I think you guys will be happy with it regardless. And it's going to be ran just like the last couple series, although the start of the series is going to be a little bit different. So it's all going to make sense here in just a minute. But hopefully you guys are excited for the new series, and if you are, make sure to drop a like. Let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes for the first episode of this series. Be sure to subscribe if you are new and turn on the notification bell if you haven't, so you do not miss any uploads of this series. But with that said, let's get right into it and show you guys how this series is going to begin. What we are going to do is start the new franchise using the real life roster. And what this allows us to do is not only have the most up-to-date roster in Madden 18, we can also start off this connected franchise series just like things are in real life. We're going to start off in week 14 just like we are. I guess this is actually last week, but it's the most up-to-date we can be. We're going to have the most up-to-date standings in the NFL, the most up-to-date rosters. Every player stat is going to be just like it is in real life, I guess technically before this past Sunday. So that's where things are going to pick up. So everything is going to be how it is in real life. But what we're going to do is pick our team, and then we're going to advance into the offseason. In next episode, we're going to start off with free agency. We're going to do the NFL draft. And basically, this series is going to be starting off in year 2. Now, the reason being, this series is obviously based around a lot of trades. You guys like seeing the trades, seeing your trades implemented into the rebuild series. But the reason I'm starting off in Season 2 is because if we did Season 1 once again, and what's something I've noticed throughout like all the rebuilds that I do, all the trading videos I do, that if you start everything off in Season 1, things get stale. Because there's certain players, as I've probably talked about plenty of times on my channel, and you probably heard me talk about plenty of times, is there's a lot of players you can't trade for in year 1, and it's stupid. So with that being the case, if we start off in year 2, we pretty much can trade for any player out there. Yes, it might be difficult to trade for some players, but it will give us a new crop of players to trade for by starting off in year 2. So we're going to be able to start with new rookies, since we didn't do the offseason free agency and do the NFL draft in the first connected franchise series in Madden 18. We'll be able to see that to start off this series. So basically, it's like going through the offseason, then starting off fresh, brand new, with new players to trade for in season number 2. So hopefully you guys are happy about that. Now with that said, the team we are going to be picking for my new Madden 18 connected franchise is going to be none other than, I have a bad feeling it's going to make people mad because, like, I didn't let you vote on it, but I have a good reason why. I thought about doing the Cowboys because of the way they're doing in real life, not doing the best, but there's so many people that hate the Cowboys, and I would preferably, honestly, want to use the Cowboys without letting you guys vote. If I picked the Cowboys, you guys would hate me. So the team we are going to be using, like I said, you might know by now because I already said it's a team we've done before. It's going to be the Cleveland Browns. Now let me explain. They have one of the worst rosters on this game. Yeah, there's a couple teams that have like a lot worse, like the Jets maybe, but it's one of the worst. And the thing, the fact about a team that's we're picking up a team that's 0-12 in real life. So it's like one of the best rebuilding stories we could possibly implement into a series, like taking one of the worst teams in the NFL. Like that has to be one of the worst 2-year stretches in NFL history, going 1-15 one year and probably 0-16 the next year. So we're taking over basically a 1-31 team and trying to bring them to a Super Bowl in 1 year. So that is why I just love the idea. Number 2, it's one of the 2 teams in the NFL that have more than 1 first-round draft pick starting off a connected franchise. So with that said, you guys are going to be able to see me draft more than 1 player because we're not going to trade away any of our draft picks, obviously, because we're about to go into the NFL draft probably 2 episodes down the road in this series. So we are going to have a full draft, and that will allow us to pick 2 players in the first round of the draft, so you guys can see 2 first-round draft picks. So that's why I picked the Browns, multiple draft picks, 0-16 potential team. I just like the idea. I like it, and maybe we start this as a thing on the series where every single year, at least once throughout the year, we do a Browns connected franchise series. I don't know. It's my pick. Hopefully you guys are okay with it, but we are going to be going with the Cleveland Browns. So we're going to go with the rich man, and this time around, we're just going to simply name him Mr. RBT. So mid-season, a rich owner takes over the Cleveland Brown organization. Now, the league settings can do exactly how we did in the past connected franchise series with the Vikings, we are going to turn on, well, actually, I guess we'll keep on pre-existing injuries because it doesn't matter because we're not actually going to play the first season. So we'll keep that on. Quarter length will be 7, just like previously. And I guess all this can actually stay the same if we're being completely honest. And I think we're going to have it on all Madden. By God, we are not going to put it on arcade mode. It's going to be on simulation. I mean, by freaking God, we are not putting it on arcade mode. Too many people get mad. Too many people don't like that. So with that said, I guess we might as well go ahead and jump right into the series. So I think what we're actually going to do for today's first episode is we're going to sim to the end of the season, see how the first season pans out, see if we actually end up 0-16. We're actually going to turn on the auto scouting feature so I can just go ahead and sim to the end of the season while we still scout some players because we are going to be doing the NFL draft probably in the next episode. So with that, let's go ahead and sim to the playoffs. We'll be able to see how this actual season in real life ends up. And be sure, guys, to go ahead and start leaving your suggestions for trades in the comment section below. It'll probably be 2 episodes down the road that we start actually the next season because we're going to do the offseason free agency in 1 episode, then do the NFL draft in 1 episode. But I will take the suggestions from the first 2 or 3 episodes until we get to the trade portions, and I'll take the top comments from those episodes and then implement them into the first actual trading episode. So with that said, let's go over what happened in real life. Did we actually win the game? Nope, we went 0-16. So we are going to be trying to bring the 0-16 Browns from 0-16 to Super Bowl champions in 1 year via trades suggested by you guys and the NFL draft and offseason free agency. Now let's see how the rest of the NFL ended up because once again, guys, keep in mind this connected franchise started off just like the standings currently are in real life, and all the stats from every single player is exactly the same. All the injuries are up to date as well. Maybe not this past week, but prior to that, it's the most up to date we could get. The Eagles ended off with the best record in the NFL, 14-2. I'm just kind of more curious to see if my Titans made it. We did. We went 10-6. We'll probably lose out because we just been god awful lately, but at least we made the playoffs in this video. The Cowboys went 8-8. Any shocks? The Raiders went 6-9, so they ended off the season badly. Broncos went 6-10, but we will have the #1 overall draft pick, which is pretty freaking awesome. Now, with that said, let's also go through and see who won the MVP. I think it just said that Russell Wilson won it, so that kind of spoiled it. But Russell Wilson came in first, Tom in second, Carson Wentz in third. I don't know how Russell Wilson overtook Tom Brady. But anyways, Matt Stafford in fourth, Alex Smith in fifth. It's all quarterbacks except Le'Veon. Everybody in the top 10 is a quarterback except Le'Veon Bell. Now let's go to the AFC Rookie of the Year. This is interesting. Goes to Kareem Hunt, of course, with Leonard Fournette in second, Deshaun Watson in third, and the rest of the players on the top 10. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to T.J. Watt, deservingly so. My boy Adoree Jackson coming in third. And you see the rest of the top 10. Now moving on to the NFC Rookie of the Year goes to Alvin Kamara with Christian McCaffrey coming in second, Mitch Trubisky in third, and the rest of your top 10. Now Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Budda Baker. In second place is Reuben Foster with Jared Davis, Marshawn Lattimore, and the rest of your top 10. So we are at the Super Bowl, and I do want to go over the wildcard results up to the Super Bowl. The Jaguars beat the Ravens 28-21. The Falcons beat the Saints. My Titans got absolutely just pooped on by the Chiefs. And the Seahawks beat the Rams. Now moving into the divisional round, we had the Chiefs beat the Patriots. The Falcons beat the Eagles, so the 2 #1 seeds go down. The Pittsburgh Steelers obliterated the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Seahawks beat the Vikings. Now moving on to the conference, the Steelers beat the Chiefs pretty handily, and the Seahawks beat the Falcons pretty handily. So it's going to be at the Seattle Seahawks versus Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl. Time to see who Madden 18 believes will actually win the Super Bowl in real life. And they have the Seattle Seahawks absolutely obliterating the Pittsburgh Steelers 49-21. So even with all the injuries the Seahawks have, they still think the Seahawks are going to get a huge dub in this year's Super Bowl. So with that said, boys, now what we have to do is we have 5 players ready to negotiate their contracts. So we need to go ahead and look at this. So really it's nobody like that serious. Do we actually need to re-sign any of these guys? Probably not. Might just let all these guys walk in free agency. You can actually franchise tag somebody, but should I? Like, do I really need to franchise tag any of these guys? Probably not. Maybe Kevin Hogan, because it could be useful in some trade bait, because all quarterbacks, backup quarterbacks, especially that are young or over 70 overall, can help in terms of trades. So I might just franchise. No. 1 year, 20 million? Nope, not happening. Not freaking happening. Kevin is not, nope. Okay, no franchise tag. Nope, not happening. Not happening. So with that, I think we can go ahead and sim into off-season free agency stage 1. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys what players are free agents. And with that, I will let you guys let me know in the comment section below which players you do want me to sign for next episode, because the next episode is going to be off-season free agency. The next episode will be the NFL draft, and then the next episode is when things will kick off with the trading portion and preseason. So basically the reason I did this, I already explained it, but since I never really do like jump into season number 2s in connected franchise series, you never get to see the off-season free agency and you never get to see NFL draft. So I thought by starting it in year 2, you guys can see all of that at the beginning. So let's see what players are free agents. We have 44 million available in cap room, so a pretty good amount to spend. Is there anybody actually worth it? I have Drew Brees. Like, we might not even need to sign anybody. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Maybe what we need to do is sign some players like this that don't have any bids. We might get them for fairly cheap, so we could like offer just absolute bullcrap. This is what I do like on my own. Like, we might just go out and offer them like a 1 million deal. And if nobody else offers them, like, we might get him for absolutely cheap. So that might be the move. So we will just go ahead and make that offer, as it only counts as 29 points. But there's really nobody that's like good. Trey Burton's the interesting one because he can play a bunch of different positions, but I will go over the top free agents. Teddy Bridgewater's also a free agent. That's pretty cool. But nobody. Avery Williamson's a good one. Maybe put him at middle linebacker. Eric Reed's a decent one, but there's a lot of tight ends and running backs. Roby Coleman's a decent one. Hilton's a good cornerback. Kyle Williams is about 900 years old. Josh McCown's a 79 overall. That's interesting. Jamal Charles is a free agent. Berger, did we not have him? Guess we let him walk. Delvin Breaux's a free agent, so there's some decent ones out there. David Amerson's another pretty good one. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is down to a 78 overall. Haloti Ngata. But might as well just like scroll through the list and let you see the top 100. And I want you guys just let me know in the comment section below which free agents you want me to go after. Mark Barron would be an interesting one. We could probably put him at free safety. He could be like a high overall. Kyle Fuller, that'd be a good one too. But once again, just let me know what free agents you do want to see me sign in the comment section below. And the top rated comments will be the ones that I do go after next episode. And once again, guys, also be sure to be leaving your trade suggestions for this series, as I will take the first 2 episode suggestions into episode number 3 is when we're going to start it, and you'll have your trade featured in the first episode when that comes. So with that said, boys, I think that is going to do it for this introductory episode of my brand new connected franchise series here on Madden 18. Hopefully you guys are happy with how things are. Hopefully like you guys are okay with me using the Browns again. And if you are excited, guys, make sure to drop a like. Let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes on today's first episode. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.